What up, guys? Any tier guild forever, however you want to call me. We're going to be reviewing Yu Yu Hakusho episodes 12 and 13. Really awesome episodes. We concluded this arc with the whole Genkai training / tournament thing. Well, we went through like the trial in order to be Genkai's student. Now is the training that comes after this. So we're going to see how that goes later on. But yeah, that's it for Yu Yu Hakusho. We were able to make it into 3 juggles for Yu Yu Hakusho. So we have to stop with it and get to something else. That's how it works. But because it was rotated in 3 times, that means in the following week, it will be guaranteed to appear again. Not this week, because today is Monday. So that means this week, no Yu Yu Hakusho. The week after this week is when it'll be guaranteed to appear. That way, you get more of it on the side. So yeah. For those of you that don't know how my anime juggle works, you can look at the rules in Discord thanks to one of my mods known as D-Master. Still a weird name to me, but hey, I like you, bud. So yeah, overall, look at it in my Discord. I think it should be in announcements or someplace, or I think they mentioned it. But yeah, it's in there. That way you want to know how it works. But yeah, so, oh man, I'm going to have to say Kuwabara might be, like, I like YUSUKE, but I feel like I'm liking Kuwabara more than YUSUKE. I don't know. There's something about his character that really is appealing to me. He's a good guy. He comes off as headstrong, but you can obviously tell him and YUSUKE are like good friends, while at the same time being like rivals. He's kind of like the rival of YUSUKE. Whether he can contest with YUSUKE in a fight, I don't know for sure. I mean, him having that spirit sword does make him a bit more like of a adversary, while at the same time having amazingly high spirit awareness. His spirit awareness was really tested very well in this tournament. It sucks that he lost to RANDO. I mean, I gotta admit though, RANDO is a force to be reckoned with. He is no joke. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Throughout these fights, YUSUKE has been exceedingly lucky with the ninja guy. I mean, with the guy with the Cyclops mask, and you know, like Lariat Killer Bee technique. Yeah, that was a legit win. Like, you can't say that was a fluke or not. But the fight between him and the ninja guy, clearly a fluke. Him versus RANDO did a good job, but no matter how you did it, RANDO had all the advantage. He had all the advantage. YUSUKE can barely move. He only had enough strength to stand up and slam down on the guy. But really, he had no power left. He was done. The only reason YUSUKE lasted as long as he did is through his determination, as well as Kuwabara giving him access energy. I'm assuming that's what happened. So yeah. But in my opinion, RANDO should have been an enemy that YUSUKE shouldn't have defeated. I feel like if RANDO was more aware of what was going on with YUSUKE, or just was a bit more, like, you know, urgent on taking him out, I'm pretty sure RANDO could have defeated YUSUKE. Like, if he could the one mistake that RANDO made when he was fighting YUSUKE, he plays too much. He doesn't get to the killing blow. He is too invested on the use of his techniques. Like, he wants to flex. He wants to flex how all powerful he is and how much techniques he got in the bag. So in my opinion, because RANDO plays too much, that's ultimately what led to his demise, and as well as his obsession of using every technique that he failed to realize, or maybe because of given the situation, he must have forgotten how his technique works. I mean, I'm just saying, if that's what happened with that technique, whether if you have a victim and casting that technique didn't recognize the victim, so it backlashed on you. If I knew that was the countermeasure of that technique, I wouldn't use it so hastily. Especially looking at YUSUKE, Obviously, in my opinion, I'm not sure yours, but he looked like he was unconscious. If I knew that, I'm like, nah, mate, I'm just gonna find some other way. If anything, I would have just summoned the piranhas again, like do that casting jutsu or whatever. Summon the piranhas again into the lake, grab his ass, toss him into the lake. There you go. Problem solved. Or, if you want, like, how can I say this? Do that air splitting technique, assuming that he has energy for it. Or again, just whale him because it looks like you have enough energy to move. I guess you can say he was too hurt by that spirit gun attack that it affected how much strength, how much impact he has in his punches. But my guy, I would have not used that technique. Based on what they told us on how it works, that has too much of a drawback and is very, well, I wouldn't say it's situational, because for the most part it can activate any time. It's just, if your opponent knows how the technique works, put in earplugs. But that's only if your opponent knows the technique. If they don't know the technique, they got you. But the point is, I wouldn't use it when they're laying on the ground looking like they're going to pass out. Never in hell. If I were you, I would use a technique that's guaranteed a killing blow. Like, use the technique, bam, GG, you are dead. But yeah, in my opinion, what ultimately got Rando, I feel like, to me, YUSUKE didn't defeat Rando. Rando defeated Rando. Because YUSUKE is good, don't get me wrong. He's got a lot of potential. He's very strong, very destructive power, but he should have been no match for someone like Rando. Rando should have been able to clap him silly like it's nobody's business. But because Rando plays too much, that caused him that caused his downfall. He played too much, got obsessed with using so many techniques that it gave YUSUKE the win. I'm just saying. And I get it. He knows so many techniques. He probably has like thousands or hundreds of techniques that it's easy for you to lose track of them. I get it. But in that case, then, I don't know. In my opinion, I'm not saying it's bad to learn that many techniques. I'm not saying that. But you have to be mindful of how to use them. For example, the one techniques I for sure recommend always remembering are the ones with drawbacks. If you have techniques that come in with drawbacks, you better make sure you memorize the hell out of those if you're going to be chanting those. Especially the reduction size technique. Yeah, that one is good, but late game in a fight, I do not recommend using it. I do not recommend using it if your opponent looks like they're pretty much down for the count. They don't got much left in them. Do not use that technique for that. No. In all honesty, that technique is extremely powerful. But I get using it, like, after YUSUKE saw it in the fight, it's like using that technique isn't ideal because there's no way Rando would give him a chance. Like, YUSUKE would give Rando the chance to use it. Facts. If I see a dude chanting like this, I'll be like, boy, I'm coming in. I'm coming in for that ass. I'm telling you that right now. Like, I ain't letting you get away with that shit. So, I get not using it too much once your opponent sees it. But using it when they're near unconscious, not a good idea. Not a good idea. Because I'm pretty sure if someone's unconscious, they can avoid that technique too. But by then, they're pretty much dead. So, once again, if he's going to use a technique to kill YUSUKE, use one that's an instant kill. Like, if it's summoning a weapon or coming down with a Thunder Strike. Yes, you have to consider if he has enough reserves to cast the technique. But once again, don't use anything that could come with the drawback. You don't know the repercussions on how it would affect you. I mean, I'm assuming he knew how it worked. Well, I don't know. To be honest, Rando looked like he was surprised that it happened. So maybe he had no idea how the technique works and he only knew based on Genkai's explanation. If that's the case, yeah, Rando, you need to study your techniques. You can't just get them. You have to make sure you know everything related to the technique. That way you don't got to worry about situations like this happening again. Alright? But yeah, in my opinion, Rando was an extremely powerful beast. YUSUKE should not have won. YUSUKE mostly won through flukes, except this first match. Does that necessarily mean I hate the matches? No, I loved all the matches. It's just that YUSUKE shouldn't have gotten as far as he did. Kuwabara, yes. I mean, Kuwabara only really had one fight, which I guess that isn't the same for YUSUKE, where he had consecutive fights with only like one break. But still, like, you get my point, right? Anyway, questions. Question 1. In your opinion, if not for Rando's technique backfiring him, as well as the one with the ninja guy, would YUSUKE still have won against the ninja guy, and would YUSUKE still have won against Rando if not for certain situations? Let me know in the comment section below why not, or why he would win. Question 2. Out of all the contestants that we saw in this brief little tournament, trying to think. Okay, how about this? No, I gotta change it. Something different. Okay. What would you have liked to see as the final fight for Genkai's tournament? Still Rando versus YUSUKE, or Kuwabara versus YUSUKE, assuming Kuwabara won his match with Rando and it was between YUSUKE and Urameshi to see who would win. Now, which fight would you have rather see, assuming you could choose the outcome of this tournament? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay then, guys, that's it for me. Don't forget to like, comment, sub if you haven't already. It really motivates me to put more content out there for you guys as my guildmates, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.